Hello, Lou.
Hi.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So I've invited Lou to come on today. I met Lou a couple of months ago now through a mutual friend. Really interested in what you're doing in your own sort of little business that you've got. Well, it's not a little business, quite a big business that you've got going, but also the fact that you've got obviously your professional experience, which I'll let you tell people about, in the health sector and care sector, but also you've got your own personal experience now. Well, actually, I've found out recently of you looking after your mum and your dad.
Yeah.
So, first of all, introduce yourself, Louise. What is you, Louise or Lou? Or
Lou.
Lou, yeah.
Lou, yeah. Louise is too long.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm Lou. I am a registered nurse. I've been a nurse since I was 18, but recently actually finally finished my degree, and I work in the NHS still right now. Absolutely love being a nurse. Definitely a vocation for me.
Yeah.
And I'm also a Reiki practitioner and trainee self-love coach.
Oh,
So yeah. So basically, just holistic wellbeing is just massive for me.
Yeah.
Because it's helped me massively, and it helps me with my job. It helps me with my personal life. It helps me with looking after my mum, and that is ultimately what I need to basically make sure that my cup's filled, so that everybody else, I can give everybody else me fully.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's about filling your own cup, isn't it?
Absolutely,
Huge.
yeah. It's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. So you've so obviously you're a community nurse. You go out to people in the district.
Yeah.
Which is lovely, because you're going into people's homes. It's quite intimate, isn't it? When you go into people's homes,
That's
you
why I
see
love
the other
it.
side of them, don't you?
They're a lot more relaxed in their own homes.
Yeah. And I think it's completely different to seeing people in hospital.
Oh gosh,
They look so different, don't they? Yeah. Just tell me where you've been this morning. What have you been doing this morning? So this is what you love, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my passion. I've just been volunteering at the hospice, doing complementary therapies. So I do that once a month as much as I can. And basically I give Reiki sessions and hand and foot massages to staff, to patients, to relatives, and it's just amazing. It just like, for instance, you know, this morning I've helped a beautiful client, and they said they feel like they're in heaven. They feel absolutely at peace. They feel calm. And just to give that little bit of peace and calm to someone, just for like literally 20 minutes, half an hour, you know, that's ultimately just my goal.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah, just absolutely amazing. They just feel, just to make that person just feel phenomenal, you know, just that sense of peace.
Yeah.
What we're all sometimes striving for.
Yeah. And to take them out of the situation that
Exactly.
they're in.
Yeah, and that's what they said. They said it's just lovely to escape from the situation that we're in at the moment.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, it is. It was lovely. Yeah, I love it there. It's a beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful place.
Yeah. Oh, that's so special. And they're so lucky to have you doing that. They really are.
Thank you. I just love it, yeah. And it's all about, you know, it's not just about the patients, it's about the staff as well, because that's so important to me at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, where I work as well, you know, it's everybody's well-being. You know, you've got to look after yourself. It's so important. And all these things, just if you can do little bits of everything, then you are ultimately a better person.
Of course you are.
You become, you know, and you can function better.
Yeah.
You know, and even in ill health or in good health.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's there for me anyway. That's why I love it so much.
Definitely, yeah. Wonderful. So you've been nursing for 18 years, did you say? Is it 18 years? 16 years? Something like that. 16 years, I think you said.
I have been... So, I came into the nursing industry when I was 15.
Okay.
Into the NHS when I was 18 in 1998. God, that makes me feel really old. So yeah, I started in 98 and then actually just was a healthcare assistant for a while. I've just grown, and then I did part of my nursing, pre-kids, and then I've actually only really recently got my degree last year.
Oh wow, what an achievement.
I know. So yeah, got that last year. And And then obviously now I've got my degree and I'm fully qualified finally after all these years. But I've learned so much.
Yeah.
I've been worked in so many different departments throughout the trusts, you know, throughout all different parts. And I'd say community is probably my favourite.
Yeah.
It is my favourite because I feel patients a lot more calmer in their own home. You know, they're not as scared. You know, there's so many positives. There's a few negatives, obviously, because that's just life, isn't it? But yeah, I generally love caring for patients in their own home. I think that's ultimately that's where most people want to be, their own home.
Yeah. And we had an interesting conversation before because we were speaking about your experience and the fact that you're in people's homes and you're seeing what's happening and you're seeing their care journey, because especially I think as a district nurse, if you go into somebody on a regular basis, you're there, they can be your client for 10 more years, can't they? And so as they deteriorate, obviously you're with them along that journey.
Yeah.
And we were saying that even with that experience that you've got of looking after those people, you've had a similar experience to me, which is actually when it's come to looking after your own parents, you haven't really known where to turn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just go to pieces.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you can do so much for your own patients and navigate them and kind of direct them to where you think they need to go to. But when it comes to a crisis situation and you're with your own parents, it's just totally different.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah. Anything that you can think of that you've struggled with in your own situation with your mum?
Yeah. So basically, when it first happened last year, because mum's got dementia.
Okay.
And she's been diagnosed for now, she actually got diagnosed just as COVID happened in 2020. But she was doing quite well. She's been doing really well. She's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal woman. And she was quite well through COVID, to be fair. She was managing herself and everything, but last year we got to crisis situation. I think it was last year anyway. And we were basically struggling with mum. We were all caring for her ourselves.
Okay.
And there's 5 of us, and we're all very close, all very supportive of mum. But even in a very close, supportive family, you struggle.
Yeah.
So we were trying to find ways of how to help her. And basically, there wasn't much information out there, really. We didn't know where to go to, what to do, where to turn to.
Yeah.
But luckily, because we knew, you know, there was somebody that we knew that we could speak to, she kind of directed us, and then the rest is, you know, we were managing. But even still now, I still struggle. I still don't know certain services and things like that. I just think communication is unfortunately still a massive issue.
Yeah. There's no joined up working, is there?
No.
Even, you know, we've been talking about it in the social care and the healthcare sector. We've been talking about it for years and years, and yet still it's not joined up. And it's a big barrier, isn't it?
Unfortunately, yeah. You know, something, obviously being in the NHS for many, many years, I've seen lots of changes, and obviously going higher up in the professional ladder, you do, you know, you go more in depth into situations, because obviously, you know, you're advocating for those patients, and, you know, you are to know as much as you need to know, but there is only a limit to that, you know, because one, it's time, and two, you know, you are trying to find that information for yourself, but unfortunately, you know, it's not there. It's not easily accessible.
No, it's not.
If it was easily accessible, I think there'd be a lot less problems, to be honest.
Yeah.
And as you said, if you were joined up, then it would be massive. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I could go on and on.
I know. Yeah. I'm a bit like that. You get on your soapbox.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about your mum. So your mum's got dementia.
So my gorgeous mum, she's got dementia, unfortunately, but she's very happy with it, thankfully.
Okay.
Yeah, she's really great. She's got a big family who love her all very much, and she's got the highest support package that you can have.
Okay. So she's got 4
4
calls a day?
carers, 4 calls a day, and an overnight call as well. So yeah, you know, they're lovely. They, you know, there's communication problems, you know, throughout the journey. Because let's face it, no one will ever care for your mum how you will care for your mum.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's just not feasible in this today's world, because we have to work. And, you know, we've got to work, and basically it's just difficult, isn't it? Because you've got to try and also you've got a family, you know, so you rely on these carers, you know, to help your mum and help them do the best of their ability. So yeah, it's just it's a crazy situation that you're in, like, when you're going through it. But, you know, we're just doing the best. And I feel like, you know, as carers, there's a lot of responsibility, isn't there?
Massive.
It's
like
massive.
a big weight on your shoulders, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, and thankfully I've got a really good support network, and we are so good with each other, you know, as sisters, as brothers, as you know, grandchildren, you know, nieces, you know, everybody. We're all really good, thank goodness, you know. But I do feel for people who haven't got that.
Yeah.
I genuinely do feel that, you know.
Have you got like almost like a rota system set up between you all to
Yeah, so we have a rota system. Someone's there every day, and then also, you know, someone's there every day, and then on the days that there aren't, there'll be other family members that can go and see, you know, and just so mum's got like an army looking after her.
But it still probably doesn't feel like enough, does it?
Doesn't.
No.
I know we were chatting earlier on, and you were saying about how your agency is going to be providing.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing, well, we are offering live-in care.
I think that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. I think that would be massive to people who have got, you know, we're in the situation like we are at the moment, and you want to keep your mum at home, you want to keep her safe, you know. I think that's an amazing thing that you can do.
Yeah. We were talking about the reassurance of that, weren't we? Because you can have 4 calls a day, 6 calls a day, 8 calls a day, but there's still that time between the calls where if you've got somebody who's a faller or somebody who could be a wanderer, you're just always on edge thinking what could happen.
And that's the thing, isn't it? You know, it's just that reassurance and just knowing that there's someone there.
Yeah.
That's it, ultimately, you know, and that person who is there is, you know, has got a lot of, you know, you've got trust in that person. Yeah. That's massive. Trust.
I think what I like about that, the idea of having somebody there all the time, is that you could look at the weather in the morning and say, oh, what a lovely day, should we go for a drive and let's go for an ice cream, or let's go for it's a sort of spontaneous decision that you can make on what you're going to do that day. If you're not feeling well, that's fine, we'll stay in. And I think that gives so much more freedom to what
and that's it, and that's another thing, you know, because obviously not just my mum, but, you know, looking at patients, clients, you know, throughout the years, a lot of they're just everyday people who probably had really, really busy lives. Yeah. So my mum's a social butterfly. Yeah. She always was, you know, always is. You know, we try and keep that social kind of side of things going now, because, you know, she's a social butterfly. She absolutely loves life. Yeah. And that's what we want to continue to do that for her right now. Yeah. And, you know, and with client, you know, when I say with patients as well, you know, if you can get, and then that's, if people know the services that are out there to help people to keep that social aspect going, then that's brilliant. Yeah. But as well, with 24-hour carers, they will be able to take them to those places, which is amazing, because unfortunately, within my situation, you know, we all work.
So you're looking for something that falls on your day off?
Yeah, totally, yeah. You know, because I mean, mum's, even though in my mum's like state, bless her, you know, at times she'd be like, you're busy working, you've got the kids to sort, you know, that kind of thing, bless her. But, you know, she's still got that mum feel, you know, the way that your mum kind of cares for you. She's still there, thank God.
And we see that a lot actually on the community. So, you know, families will, you know, offer to support. You know, they'll say, well, I'm always saying I'll do her washing, or I'll do this, or I'll do that for her. But the person's so proud and wants to keep their independence that they actually won't allow anybody to help them. And we see that a lot. Yeah. And I think sometimes when we do assessments, families will say to us, oh, mum won't accept any care, she won't let us do anything to help her. But I think when it goes back to the sort of respect for, I suppose, authority in a way, whereas you go into hospital and the doctor comes to see you and you do what the doctor says. If you get somebody come in and they've got a uniform on, you're more likely to do what they...
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Although from my personal experience as a daughter, my mum, she's very similar to that.
Okay.
So basically with us, she's like, we're a daughter, but she goes, anything to help you, love. Like, she's like, anything to help you still, even with us. But if she goes to the doctors and the doctor says, right, Vi, this is what you need to do, that's what, okay. But she still has, but she would do it automatically, whereas now, when she's in mum mode, she's doing it out of mum mode. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bless her.
That's so lovely.
I know. She's gorgeous. She is gorgeous. I know everybody says that, but my mum really is gorgeous.
We talk about when I was speaking with my last guest on the podcast, she was talking about her dad and his dementia. And one of the topics that we spoke about a lot was the kind of grief process that you go through when you've got a parent that has got an illness, not necessarily dementia, but an illness. And it's that, you've said it a couple of times, it's that mum was, and it's trying to remember who that person was. And again, you can still do that, can't you? Like, it's trying to look beyond the dementia and say, well, I know my mum used to love to go out and socialise or knit or whatever. And you mentioned that mum goes to a knit and natter class.
Oh God,
even though she does no longer knit.
Yeah, she does knit, but she says, I haven't got a clue what I'm knitting.
Yeah.
And we laugh so much about it, but she goes because she absolutely loves the social side of it.
Yeah.
The ladies who are there, they absolutely just love my mum as well, and it's just like her little kind of she just feels happy when she's there. You can see the happiness. Yeah. We know she's safe, we know she's cared for, we know she's loved. So, she loves, necessarily did she used to love knitting? Yeah, she did. She's still probably knitting me a cardie from when I was 10. Yeah. But, generally, she did. That's something that she did like to do. Yeah. Mum used to love going to bingo, but unfortunately now she can't really do that. She can't do that.
The numbers and the speed, probably. Yeah.
So, but it's just keeping that social kind of thing going all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
It's just hard, isn't it? It is hard, like, because she's obviously got dementia. It's just rubbish. But you just got to keep going with it. And that's it, isn't it? Basically, in a nutshell.
Yeah, and it's a battle, but we keep going.
We keep going, yeah.
So thanks, Lou. It's been absolutely gorgeous talking to you, talking about your gorgeous mum and all the things you do, the Reiki in the hospice and all that stuff. And, it's just been brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, it's been lovely to talk to you. Thank you.
Very, very welcome.